You were never lost. You were just asleep. And now, you're being called to wake up. Every once in a while, we hear it. That faint whisper in the quiet moments. The one that says, there's more. You're meant for more. But then the notifications chime, the meetings pile up, the dishes overflow, and that whisper fades again beneath the noise of survival. You scroll, you nod, you smile, but somewhere deep in your chest, something aches, not with pain, but with potential. You feel it, don't you? That quiet knowing that your life isn't small, but you've been living it small. This is the year you stop ignoring the whisper. This is the year you wake up. Look around. We live in a world louder than ever, and somehow lonelier than ever. We're connected to everyone, yet barely connected to ourselves. Every morning we wake up and reach for the phone before we reach for our own thoughts. Our calendars are full, but our hearts are hollow. And when we ask, why am I doing all this, we shrug and say, because I have to. But you don't. You weren't born to be a machine for productivity. You weren't meant to live a life that looks good on the outside, but feels empty on the inside. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a seed buried deep underground. It's cold, dark, heavy, and from above, no one sees it. No one praises it. No one claps when it silently cracks open, but something in that seed says, now, grow. Not because it's easy, but because staying buried is no longer an option. You are that seed. Everything you've been through, the heartbreaks, the burnout, the breakdowns, were not punishments. They were pressure. Pressure that cracked you open. And now, you're not broken. You're sprouting. Self-discovery isn't becoming something new. It's remembering something ancient, something original, something wildly, fearlessly you. It's peeling back the layers of who the world told you to be and standing naked in the mirror of your truth. That's why 2025 isn't about resolutions. It's about revelations. It's not about adding more to your life. It's about removing what's not real. So what's left is you. Dear you, I know you've been tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but the soul kind. I see how hard you try to be enough, to keep everyone proud, to keep everything perfect. But what if I told you you're already enough? That your worth was never in your output, but in your being. You don't have to prove yourself this year. You just have to find yourself and trust that that's more than enough. Love, the version of you who finally woke up. Now, pause. Think of a moment that shattered you, a moment that made you question everything. Hold it gently in your hands. What if that moment wasn't your breaking? What if it was your breakthrough? Ask yourself right now, what part of me have I buried to make others comfortable? And more importantly, am I ready to let it bloom? Here's where you begin. Start with silence. Let yourself sit without distraction. Just listen. Write what you feel. Not for clarity, for release. Say no to something that drains you, even if it scares you. Say yes to something that excites you, even if it's small. And promise yourself, no more shrinking. Not this year, not anymore. If this video stirred something in you, it means the awakening has already begun. So don't do it alone. Subscribe. Share this with someone who needs it. Leave a comment below, not for us, but for the version of you who needs to see it written. This is more than a video. It's a movement, a diary of those waking up, one truth at a time. You were never meant to sleepwalk through life. You were meant to rise with eyes wide open. So wake up, stand tall, and walk toward yourself. Because your breakthrough isn't coming. It's already here, and it's wearing your name.